Hello viewers, welcome back to Backmat, and today's lesson we'll be looking at how to find the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix. And so, if you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe for more updates. Let's get started. And so we start with this question, and it says that if A is equal to the matrix 1, 3, 2, 4, find A inverse. And so we have to know the formula for finding A inverse. But before that, we know that A inverse formula was derived from a known matrix as A, B, C, D. And so before I write the formula for A inverse, let's first know the values of A, B, C, D. And so we just compare with the matrix given to us in the question, and we know that by comparing, A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 3. We can see that C is equal to 2 and D is equal to 4. Now, having known this, now let's go ahead and write the formula for A inverse. So we know A inverse is giving us 1 out of AD minus BC multiplied by D minus B minus C A. And so it's just 1 out of the determinant of A times the adjoint of A. And so when we do substitution into the A inverse formula, then we know that we are going to have A inverse to be equal to 1 out of, now A is known to be 1 and D is 4, minus B is 3 and C is 2. Now D originally is known to be 4, so you substitute, and B is originally known to be 3, but there is minus here, so we have minus 3. Now C is originally known to be 2, but there is minus, so minus 2, and A is 1. And so what is left is just simple simplification. And so A inverse is equal to 1 out of, now 1 times 4 is 4, and 3 times 2 is minus 6, multiplied by our matrix 4 minus 3 minus 2, 1. Now we continue, and we have A inverse to be equal to, now 4 minus 6 is minus 2, so we have 1 minus, then we have the adjoint matrix, that is 4 minus 3 minus 2, 1. Now we continue, and we are just going to multiply the scalar, that is negative 1 out of 2, by the matrix, and now we have minus half by 4 and minus half by minus 3, and we have minus half by minus 2, and we have minus half by 1, and it continues. And at this point we have A inverse to be equal to minus half times 4 is minus 4 out of 2, and minus half times minus 3 is 3 out of 2. Now we have minus half times minus 2 is 2 out of 2, and at this point we have minus 1 out of 2. And we can further simplify this, and when we simplify, we have A inverse to be equal to, now minus 4 out of 2 is minus 2, and 3 out of 2 is the same thing. At this point we have 1, and at this side we have negative 1 out of 2, and this becomes the value for A inverse. And so look at our last example. In our last example, we have matrix B to be equal to minus 2, 1, minus 4, 5, and we want to find B inverse. So since the matrix now is B, it means that B was, the formula for B inverse was originally derived from the matrix A, B, C, D. And so by comparing with the question given to us, then it means A is equal to minus 2, and then B is equal to 1. We have C to be equal to minus 4, and D to be equal to 5. Now the formula for B inverse can be written as B inverse is equal to 1 out of AD minus BC multiplied by d. So we have d minus b minus c a. Now with this, we just do substitution into the b inverse formula. We have b inverse is equal to 1 out of, now our a here is minus 2 and our d is 5, minus our b is 1 multiplied by c minus 4, and we have our joint as d, that is 5, and b 1, and now we have minus 1 from this one, and c is 4, but there is an existing minus here, so it becomes minus 4, and we have a to be minus 2. And so we continue by simplifying b inverse, and b inverse now is equal to 1 out of, now minus 2 times 5 is minus 10, and 1 times minus 4 is minus 4, but there is existing minus here, and so we have plus 4. Now we bring our joint, that is 5 minus 1, so minus 4 is 4, and we have minus 2. Now at this point we can simplify by writing b inverse to be equal to minus 10 plus 4 is minus 6, so we have minus 1 out of 6 multiplied by 5 minus 1, 4 minus 2. Then we can simplify, and we have b inverse now to be equal to, so we have minus 5 out of 6, and we have here to be 1 out of 6, and we have here to be negative 4 out of 6, and this side 2 out of 6, and we can further simplify this, and b inverse finally becomes, and so minus 5 out of 6 remains the same, and 1 out of 6 remains the same, and minus 4 out of 6 we get minus 2 out of 3, and on this side we get 1 out of 3, and so this becomes the formula, this becomes the answer for b inverse. And so this ends to this video. Thanks for watching. Kindly like, comment, subscribe, and share. Back on Math, thinking beyond infinity.